What is your name?
Amber Levrich.
Nice. I like the name. Very good. Is this your first time at the Renaissance Fair?
It is not. It's our second year here at Texas Renaissance Festival, and we do others as well.
Oh, fantastic. And how has your experience here? This is your second year as a vendor, I'm assuming. How's your experience been?
Absolutely wonderful. This is probably one of the best Renaissance festivals here in the United States, and we absolutely love it.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of similar comments from people. Just, it's big, it brings a lot of people,
Absolutely. Wonderful crowds. The people here in Texas are great, so we enjoy it. Look forward to coming every year.
Yeah. Third time attending. It's fantastic. Second is media, though. I did attend it for fun one year. Is there any specific training that you had to undergo to start building kilts and then start selling them at Renaissance festivals or anything?
Not particularly. I started as a costume designer, so that helped. But you really just need to be a people person who loves working with people and being part of the cast and having fun out here.
Yeah, so when you've got random guys walking up saying, "Hey, I was told to harass you."
Absolutely. You need to be able to interact with that.
Yeah, perfect. And what do you do here at the Highland Kilt Company?
I'm the owner of the booth, and so I do that. I'm in sales. I come out here and run the booth and interact with people and get them in kilts.
See, everyone needs a kilt, guys. Everyone.
Everyone does.
And what would you describe as your typical day of work here at the shop at the TRF and then, at your home base?
Basically, we come here every day. We set up the shop. We make sure that everything's ready to go. We're well stocked. And then we open up the shop, we get people in here, we find out what they have for their background. If they have a clan that they belong to, then we try and match them up with the tartan that belongs to that clan. If not, we just kind of find something that they like the colors of, or something that speaks to them, so to speak. And then we fit them for it, get them sized up, send them out the door wearing it, with big smiles on their faces.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife yesterday. I told her I really want to be able to come here and just come here in regular clothes, and the next day, that night, leave wearing something completely different.
Absolutely, and that's part of the fun of fair, is that you can come in from the outside world, leave all your cares behind, walk around in character all day, and be somebody completely different.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just wish I could do it. Are there any new items or styles that you're working on?
Yes, we have some new, more modern kilts that are kind of a utility style, but they have the tartan inside the pleats. So that's new for us this year, and they've been really popular, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of the photos of it on Facebook. I could be mistaken, but they look really, really nice.
Yeah, it's something we've really been promoting, and people have been reacting quite positively to them, so...
Yeah, it's kind of makes me think of business in the front, party in the back, except in between pleats.
Yeah, it's kind of the mullet of the tartan world, or the kilt world.
Exactly. So could you explain a little bit about how a kilt is made?
Traditionally, they're hand woven on old-fashioned looms. So each thread is a different color, and they're all woven together. Old-fashioned way, they're still done. They're not like mass-produced in China or anything like that, where everything's just printed on fabric. It's all just kind of old-fashionedly done still. And then somebody sits down and actually stitches everything together. And there's right now about 90 tartans in here, so there's 90 different patterns of plaid, of tartan, and each one represents a different name or a different family or a different style of heritage, like something like Irish National or something like that, that's meant to represent the heritage itself. So,
have you ever had any custom orders for like kind of non-Irish Scottish? Like I'm thinking maybe Welsh or something along the lines of maybe even mainland, like William of Orange, kind of the Dutch. The people who like orange?
We're a bit limited to what our weavers are making for the tartans, so we can only go so far. We also can custom order about 500 different tartans that are made in Scotland, so we can do that. So we do a lot of things outside of what we can actually carry in the booth, because if we could carry so much, I'd have to kind of rent out this entire section of the Renaissance Festival, and that's kind of what we're limited to, is what we can actually get into this booth. So, but we do a lot of custom orders outside of what we can actually physically carry here as well. So.
Speaking of that, is there a website or an online location that people can order your kilts from?
Yes, it's highlandkilt.com, and so people can go there if there's something that we don't have here in the booth that we can also access outside. So they can order things there that we don't have here as well.
What about any social media, Facebook page, Twitter?
Yes, we have facebook.com/highlandkilts. That's our social media presence on Facebook. We have started our Twitter and Instagram. We're getting those slowly off the ground as well. But Facebook right now is our main presence. We have about 25,000 fans there, so we kind of shout out there a lot.
I'm proud to be one of them.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you who are fans.
Now, shifting tracks a little bit, do you have any advice for people who'd be interested in joining up, either making kilts or doing a Renaissance Festival?
I think that joining up for the Renaissance Festival is something that, I advise people to run away and join the circus all the time. And this is a wonderful lifestyle. We get to travel constantly. We get to be in different states all year round. And I think it's great. It takes a lot of fortitude to do. It's not the easiest lifestyle, but it is something great to do. There's always job postings. There's a couple Facebook pages for people looking for workers, and so those are always good places to start. Or they can always come out to the job fairs that the festivals do. Texas Renaissance Festival has them every year before the fair starts, so that's something they can always look into.
Yeah, I saw, again, on Facebook, a posting for that, and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be really cool, and then I realized I was going to be coming here anyways to work, so.
Right, there you go. That's one way to do it. Become a media person.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than it looks, kids. Now, a little bit of background information on you. Where are you from? Where's the company based on?
I'm from Wisconsin. That is where the company is based. And so I get to see my house a couple days a year up there.
Underneath all the snow, right? Wisconsin gets a lot of snow.
We do. So I don't mind being in Texas during October and November every year, where it's beautiful and sunny instead of shoveling snow.
Yeah, a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Nice. Are there any special events or any other festivals you're going to be attending throughout the rest of the year? Or?
Yeah, we will go to Dickens on the Strand right after the show ends. And then I get to go home to Wisconsin for a few weeks, and then we'll start up in Florida right away in January. So we'll continue traveling around the country all the way until we come back to Texas next October.
Awesome. Now, I've heard more than a couple people we've interviewed talk about the Florida show. Is that a big one? I mean, I'm not from Florida.
We do the Florida Renaissance Festival. It's not quite as big as Texas Renaissance, which I believe is the largest Renaissance festival, but it is a fairly large show, so we do that. And then we will continue on and we do a lot of Highland Games and Irish festivals as well, because that's the nature of kilts. So we just have a lot of variety for the shows that we do.
Awesome. And then why did you jump into making kilts?
Like I said, I started as a costume designer. I started doing shows, doing quite elaborate, like Tudor gowns and things like that. And when I was doing that, I saw that there really wasn't anybody doing kilts at that time. And because I am Irish and Scottish background, I'm like, okay, well, this is a need that needs to be filled, and slowly started getting into that. And it started taking off and started moving more and more into it, and it took over. So that's where I ended up.
Awesome. And what do you see going forward in regards to making kilts? How big do you think it's going to get?
Well, for me, I have grown quite a bit, and so I just continue to grow, adding more tartans. I see what people need and what they're asking for, so I add more and more tartans to fill that need, and more designs, like the new tartan cargo kilts with the insets in them, and new designs that way. Growing my line for women with more dresses and tartan accessories for them, and just continue to see what people need and going with that.
Awesome. And just closing remarks, do you have anything you'd like to share, anything you'd like to say?
Just that it's been a wonderful year here at Texas Renaissance Festival. The people, again, have always been great here, and we're so thrilled with everyone that we've met and all the people who have come out and supported us here.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
I enjoyed meeting you.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much. You too.